Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a reading. This is a reading for the collective, a new moon reading. We've got a new moon today on what's today. I just don't even let's see, July 28th. It's Thursday. Thursday, July 28th. Um, not sure exactly the times, but we're generally affected by the new moon. A couple days before, a couple days after. So, yeah, let's see what's going on. It's gonna be a relatively short one. I'm gonna start with my Kipper deck and see what pops out. Do a little bit of clarifying. Um, and yeah, did I say this is for all of us? It's happening during this new moon. Ooh, we've got thief. And Jojo is here. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you all for liking, subscribing, and sharing. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. um, family room. Hmm. Family room. Coffin. Let me get one more. Wealthy man. Okay. So it's I'm not very familiar with these cards, but it's like the story I'm getting is like a thief breaks into someone's home, and they get caught, and um you know somebody they get gotten, they get killed by a wealthy man. or or they kill a wealthy man. This is so morbid. Let me just clarify. Um, gonna go with my tarot of mystical moments and clarify what's going on here. Um, there's some kind of somebody you can't trust around you. Um, family room makes me think of a place where you feel comfortable, where you feel you're at home and you can feel relaxed. And so the fact that there's a thief there and then coffin on the other side, it's like somebody's stealing your comfort somehow. A wealthy man, perhaps, ending. Let's just clarify. We've got the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Something's ending here due to, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of potentially there's somebody with some air in their chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who's either hurt or causes some kind of hurt. Having the two kings here, it's like dueling kings. One is more very logical and strategic and just the facts and kind of cold and cutting. The other one is they're still a king, they're a little bit more in their feminine energy, and gender doesn't matter here. But there's some kind of, yeah, it feels like a duel. And as with duels, somebody dies and it causes a considerable burden. Now, I'm not necessarily speaking about physical death. I suppose that's possible, but it's with the wealthy man, the King of Pentacles is one of the most abundant characters in tarot. So it makes me think that through the King of Pentacles is much more, is very practical, um also has a certain amount of logic, taking things one step at a time, but there's a little bit more care in how they proceed, whereas the King of Swords can be, you know completely disconnected, detached from emotion, and it, it it can both help and hinder depending on the situation. Somehow somebody's carrying a heavy burden. And also it can be that it's not necessarily a duel, but it's like there's some kind of argument or fighting or something going on that's kind of painful, that ends, maybe there's a connection between these two kings, and it ends the connection, because with the coffin card here, it's something, somebody's trying to steal something from the other, um not being forthright, um and ultimately it causes this heavy burden. But there could be some regret around this argument, around what happens. um there's communication, because we have the bird here, and it leads to, yeah, it seems like the King of Swords is communicating something to the King of Pentacles, maybe communicating heartbreak, maybe causing heartbreak. Yeah, Kitty's confirming that. um and because the King of Pentacles lands on the coffin, maybe this, somebody who has air in their chart brings down somebody who has earth in their chart. Virgo, come on, brain. um Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. um ends, yeah, there's an ending here. This burden, it's something that's been carried because of a dedication to beauty, but it's still heavy. And that she's continuing to add to the burden because of her dedication to the beauty. So, this wealthy man feels burdened by what is going to, or what has transpired here between these two, the kings. They meet eye to eye, they're on the same level. One maybe goes about things in a different way, but they're still in that place of, like, they make things happen, they rule, for, they're people who are, they're masters of their domain. So let me just do a little bit more clarifying. um I don't know what to pick. You know what? I'm gonna pick my Radiant Rider Waite deck. Um, let me just get a little bit more clarification here. Um, what is this King of Swords? We've got the Ten of Cups. Ooh, I picked two. The King of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, the King of Swords is someone who is, so he's not necessarily just focused on logic and cold. Like there's emotion. His emotions are balanced. He has an emotional side as well, and is focused on his ultimate happiness. Maybe he's manifested this ultimate happiness, he or she. Um, I mean, these are all really sweet, abundant, happy cards. So that's clarifying the King of Swords, someone who's in a really good place in their life, in who they are. So what's this 3 of Swords? We have the Magician. This is Gemini and Virgo energy, which is very interesting because Gemini, Virgo, potentially. There's something going on here. And so we also have the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Look these up. Um, it's interesting that we have the King and the Queen of Cups because they're a divine counterpart to each other. Um, some kind of connection. I don't know, with the Magician. There's been some kind of oftentimes the Magician, it's about manifesting, it's about using what you have available to create what you want. But because the 3 of Swords here, I feel like there's been some kind let's see. Like for a moment I kind of got this feeling of like manipulation, or the way a magician can kind of, or sorcerer or something can make things like practice practice their magic in a not great way, dark magic or something. There's some kind of heartbreak here, trying to manifest a new beginning that didn't work out, trying to heal something, maybe trying to heal heartbreak, heal some kind of pain, because the Queen of Cups is the healer. I don't know, this is getting more and more confusing. Oh, is this making sense? Oh, I don't know. Hopefully it is. The King of Pentacles is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So interesting. The 7 of Cups and the 3 of Swords again. So now we have another set of counterparts, the Queen and the King of Pentacles, who both happen to be in a more feminine energy. So it's almost like, this heartbreak happens. Someone, yeah, somehow there's an ending here that's involved. It has involved some kind of heartbreak. Again, we have counterparts. So because somebody has options, or they're not sure what to choose because there's just too many options. King of Cups is here. Hello. Welcome. With the 3 of Swords here, there's pain. There's pain and heartache around, it makes me wonder if there's somebody else in the King of Pentacles life that they're dealing with. Like there's fighting, and so it's affecting everybody who's connected to these two characters. But ultimately, I don't know. I keep looking at the coffin and the 2 3 of Swords. Like there's an ending because of some heartbreak and burden. And so the 10 of wands is clarified by the queen of wands, the 8 of swords, and the 9 of pentacles. This feels like somebody going forging ahead on their own. Um Either because of somebody who's kind of doing their own thing. Queen of wands, she's kind of the social butterfly, life of the party, but also she kind of does her own thing in a way. She's like, I'm all about having fun, having a good time, looking good, smelling good, all this. um and so this burden could be because of the queen of wands, and there's a lot of anxiety here about needing to move into a more independent, self-reliant energy. It's very heavy, it's burdensome. Or you could be the queen of wands. And by the way, again, the queen of wands is it's just an energy. So it can be male or female, and especially on top of wealthy man, it's like, someone who on the surface at least seems like they're doing really well. Got their money, their nice clothes, their nice perfume or cologne, but there's a lot of anxiety because of carrying a heavy burden, uh, and either needing to just focus on themselves, or that's that's a part of the burden, is just maybe they're so independent that they can't. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. And Leslie is here. Hello, welcome. Um, Stressed and hurt. Yeah. Yeah. I like that this ends with the 9 of pentacles. Gotta wrap this up. Um, I don't know. It's it feels heavy, but the 9 of pentacles is like, you've got this. You just hang in there, you do your thing. We kind of started with the bird and we end with the bird. There's some kind of message here that's allowing somebody to see and hear things, like how to navigate this, how to move forward. um and whether you're the wealthy man, the wealthy man, or you're dealing with a wealthy man, like, the whole cycle is closing out, and it's difficult. There's definitely a lot of pain here, but you know understanding that you at some point can you can get a hold of your own thoughts. You can untie yourself, take off the blindfold when you're ready. Like, there's a lot of anxiety around this, and there's a need to process all this. And eventually, yeah, and I don't know, it almost feels like, I was gonna say, because we have the two counterparts here, king and queen of cups, we have the king and queen of pentacles, and family room. There's some, maybe this is about a marriage or a relationship of some kind because of family room, family members, um fighting. There's some kind of rift happening because of this energy of, like, somebody's a thief stealing something, and it ends the connection or breaks it down for now. Pretty much for now. Who knows what's going to happen in the future, but it's been painful, and yet it's gonna work out. The 10 of wands is carrying a heavy burden, but you're at the end of it. And after the 10 comes the 1 again, comes the ace. And and you're gonna be more self-reliant because of what you've been through. So anyway, there it is. That was weird. There's your reading. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a good new moon, a good rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you so much again for liking, subscribing, and sharing.